Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial. Today we are going to learn about the React Spring animation tutorial. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So here you can see that we have using this package, that is Spring, which is used for the animation, right? And this is the demo. Here you can see that we have a show box, like this kind of animation, add item, so this kind of things, and now this is the hover. Okay, and these are the key learning, that is use spring, use trail, use transition, animated config, and from, enter, leave. These are the definition of the that we are using in our project, that is use spring, use trail, and what are the use of it. Let's have a look of that. So React Spring is a physics based animation library for the React that makes creating smooth natural animations incredibly easy. Unlike CSS animations or other libraries, React Spring uses real physics principles, springs, friction, and tension to create more lifelike motion. Okay, so how you can install it? This is the that npm install React Spring Web. Okay, and for the React Springs v9 plus code packages are for the web. If you're using, you have to go with this installation. Okay, if you are React native, then this, and for the React free fiber, you will go with this one. Okay, so first one, that is Springs. If I go to my animated concept, okay, so here you can see that we have using use Spring, animated, use trail, use transition, the config. Okay, and here we are defining the two states, right? And here we have a Spring props. So what is this? Springs are the fundamental building blocks of the React Spring. They interpolate values over time using the physics. So here you can see that we are using like this props we have to pass. So you here we have to pass some of the configurational things like opacity, transform, and the config. Same thing, you can see that we have passed this one. Okay, and for the trail animation, for the multiple items, you are using the trail. Use trail, what exactly it is? This is animated. Animated is a wrapper, applies spring values to the DOM elements. Okay, so if you go and see that this one, animated dev, so this is animated dev. Okay, and here we are passing the spring props, okay, for the animated box, right? So it will do the animation part. The animated wrapper applies spring values to the DOM elements, so it will apply the spring values to the DOM elements, right? Now animated dev style props content that animates the animated.dev. Okay, then we have a configuration config, which requires tension, friction, and the mass. Tension, like how springy the animation feels, like higher, more bouncy. Friction, how quickly the animation slows down, higher to slower. Mass affects the weight of the spring. Main hooks that we are using, that is use spring. Okay, so these are the use spring and the animated we are using. So here you can see that, and after that we are just doing this one, animated.dev, and animated dev, and here we are passing the props over there. Okay, now we have a use trail for the staggered animation for the multiple elements, like we are using for the list, this one, staggered, this one. Okay, so this is for that one, and we have to pass this configurational object, and same like that trail dot map, and style we have to use animated index and item, and in this it is wrapped in this one. Okay, and then we have a use transition for the dynamic list with enter or leave animations. So this is like enter or leave animations, right? Leave. Okay, so this is for the use transitions that we are using, and simple transitions you have to loop it, and in the animated dev you have to pass the text. Okay, then we can use the fade props also. Okay, slide animations, right? And the scale animations. Then we have a color transitions from this to that, but you can use. Okay, we have a hover effects also, like you can see that we have a card, right? On mouse enter leave set hovered, on mouse leave set hover to be false. So this is basically the hover one. Okay, so this is we have already used, right? Button click animation, so you can see that on the top of it, when we do the button click, this is called that one. Okay, so let's check the full-fledged code over there. Okay, So these are the imports. Now we have the states. Okay, then we have to define the spring props. Okay, then use trail for trail animation for the multiple items. Transition animation for the dynamic list. Okay, so from enter leave config. Okay, then this is add item. So we have creating an object with the date, id, and the item. Okay, now we have the remove item. So whenever we do the remove, then item animation will be there also. Okay, now first one, that is on click the button one. So this is for the button part. Okay, and this is the button, and here we are passing is visible hide or show. Okay, so this is basically the button css, right? After that we have an animated div, and where we have to pass the style and the spring props. Okay, the second one, that is the trail animation. Okay, then we click on the add item. This is button again. Okay, after that we have animated div. So trail dot map we have to use with index, key, style. That's it. Okay, animated div. Now we have a transition, that is dynamic lists again. Okay, so add item, and in the in the transition again we have to pass this on click remove item, because here we are removing the item and the transition is there. Okay, it's also wrapped in the animated div. Last one, that is a hover animation effect, that is hover card we are using. And the last, this is the key learning point that we have already added. So this is how the animation part is doing. Okay, so this is very easy, very simple, straightforward point, nothing more like you can say we are using this one. So this is how we can use the React Spring animations in our React project. Okay, if you want that one, you can use this one. There is also one more thing, that is, I don't remember, but yes, there is one more that is very much again popular. If you go and check the downloads also, that it has weekly downloads, which is pretty much good. Okay, so we can use this package, right? And the unpack size is this one, total file is this one. Okay, so go and try this, and any doubt, any query, do let it know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.